The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, looking good, Billy Ray, feeling good. Welcome to the offices of Duke & Duke, 100 South Broad Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on this cold, wintry, rainy day here in the city of brotherly love. Let's take a look here at the DAX. You'll notice that it's trying to make a bottom down here at this Gartley. And if we look at the FTSE, it also is trying to make some type of a Gartley pattern in here, totally different than what we're seeing here in the stock market, folks. There's a few things that I would like to cover that I think will be important, but the main thing is that we're hearing lots of talk about you know, the end of the world in stocks, and it's just a big correction. If we take a look here at the Dow Jones E-mini, let's just look at this. You'll see here that it has had a bearish tone actually since you know, back on November 2nd when we made that 78% retracement. That was 3 weeks ago. You can see here that we have a ABCD structure coming in here at 23,300, another 1,500 points lower, but the key number to watch for today, I believe, is 24,550. That's just a little bit lower than where we are right now. And if you'll look at that, you'll look at that thunderbolt pattern that's marked with the in red. If you move your eyes far over to the the January-February period, you notice that those moves will be exactly equal. In other words, what happened during January and February is basically happening now, but over an extended time frame of October to December. Now, as we were talking yesterday, if you remember, we had a caller call in about NVIDIA, and I stressed the importance of the fact that that stock should not go below 150 or it would be really in big trouble, and it's already broken 13 points below that. So I certainly hope he had the chance to get out of that yesterday, because right after the show yesterday, it went below the 150 level and has continued to go, you know, a lot lower. But I'm going to try to explain to you from my perspective, which is rather meager, why some of these things are happening the way that they're doing. Let me just show you what we were talking about in Apple. Yeah, it's 134 today. Wow, it's getting down there, David. All right, thank you so much, David. You'll notice here that Apple, we had the ABCD pattern there at the 186 level, and then we rallied up to 193 in a 3-day rally, and then it goes below it. Folks, when it breaks below those D points after a small rally, that is not a very good sign. It really is a very bearish sign. The same thing that we're looking at here, if you just take a look here at Amazon, which has been, you know, one of the biggest ones. We'll look at Apple just coming up next, but you see the ABCD now in Amazon is 300 points lower, folks. It's down at 1,200 in Amazon. That's still bullish. Remember, that stock opened at 69 back in 2004, went to 125 at the close, but you know, we're having a big correction here, as we can see. All right, I'm going to go through these one at a time, because the importance of these numbers, breaking below these numbers are to me, they're very important. They might not mean diddly squat to you, and I can understand that. But, you know, I'm a technician. I'm just going to share you, since I've got the microphone here and you don't, I'm going to share with you what I think is important. Here is Facebook. You'll notice the Facebook, we should have had strong support at 135. We gapped down yesterday. We went to 131. I'm pretty sure it's a lot lower than that already this morning. Going through those numbers yesterday was really a telltale sign that we were getting ready to really move a lot lower. The last of the bullish group here is Google, and as you can see, Google is still above the highs of October the 29th, but going below those, you're looking at another, well, at least another 200 points lower in Google. Whether that'll happen now or not, I'm not sure, because we're coming into this Thanksgiving holiday that, usually has some bullish tone, but it's going to take a lot just to keep the market from falling, totally out of bed, given where we are this morning. Now, this one is very interesting here because this has been one of the darlings of the FANG stocks, which is Netflix. And as you can see here, we had a we had a 382 rally on November the 7th. That was from the high at 424. The target on this now is 195. That's 85 points from where we are right now. The old low down here at 235 might hold it for a little bit, but that's what it looks like we're looking at here in Netflix. But the one that I really would like for you to pay close attention to, because it's related to the money in the banks, and we talked about the banks yesterday, and that is our good friend Goldman Sachs. Once we broke below 199, folks, after we hit 199 and then we rallied $5 a share, and then that was a 2-day rally, and then going back below it really sets up a price level of about 170 in Goldman Sachs. Now, folks, this is what we're looking at here is a very, very short-term picture of a long-term bear market. And what we're going to see here is we're going to see tremendous moves in volatility. There's Apple. Someone's showing Apple at 178. Once Apple went below 186, folks, that broke the ABCD structure after a 3-day rally, and that's just incredibly bearish. Similar to what's happening with the with Goldman Sachs. It's a really strong bear market to the downside. We're coming into some pretty significant astrological stuff, and we'll have our good friend, Call It By the Minute, Winsky, will be on tomorrow. And I believe our friend Shane Smolian was looking for a bottom between the 20th and the 22nd. I believe it was around the 22nd of October, which is Thanksgiving. So you'd want to be watching that for tomorrow. Frankly, what I'm watching today is to see how the S&P holds the 2650 level. Another thing that I believe is key today is the fact that there's so much news about the bearishness. Watch that first hour of trading, because if after the first hour of trading, which is 10:30 in the morning New York time, and the market is holding, that could be a spot where it's getting ready to hold up. See, we're right at 2652 was the last price. 2650, or someone have to check me on this because I'm not able to pull the data up. I believe 2650 or 2640 is the 78% retracement here. And that's what it's looking at. Shane just Skyped me and told me that the Fed is pulled out of the savior market today, so the market's going to be on its own. 2650. Thank you very much, Marshall. So we'll watch it. There you go. 2649. We're right in that ballpark. So keep a close eye on that one. That'll be an interesting one to look at. And the Dow number is, I think it has to be down close to 400 points. I don't know how much the Dow is down. Want is what now? We'll see. But Shane said he will rerun the numbers and post it for me a little bit. And when we get that before the show's over, I'll be able to put it up, and we'll be able to. I'm sorry, folks. Someone posted something in the room that was it was incredibly funny. Maria, you are flat spot on in that one, darling. You got that one right on the money. 877-927-6648.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Okay, folks, I know everybody focuses on the E-mini, S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones, but if you want to trade real money with their big boys and put on your big boy pants and skirts, trade the natural gas. That's the one that is smoking and moving. Folks, we've had a $10,000 move in natural gas over the last day and a half. That's equivalent to 100 handles in the S&P. Just today, if you look at this December contract for the natural gas, this is the first short signal that we've gotten in the natural gas since the one we had Friday that worked for a little bit and then failed. But it had a really big move. So far last night, as you can see, we got up to that 78% level, 61% level at 462. And since that time, you'll notice that the market is already broken down to the 452 level. And it looks like we could be setting up for another ABCD level. You'll notice that 382 that we looked at yesterday down there at 443, rallied up to match that 78% high up there at 477, and that's a $3,000 move. And then this morning we had a move down of another $3,000, another $3,000 up. So we moved $7,000 today, and the market's just barely open. So it's really a wild one. It's a great one to trade, using the, the pattern recognition and Fibonacci numbers. But again, you've got to use your stops in there, because when this thing runs, whoo, it's it's like a turkey on castor oil. You got to be really careful. This thing can really jump when it does. So we'll see. Okay, let's take a look here. Everybody's talking about the China deal and whether that's going to be the one that holds the market. folks, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case or not, but all I know is that, you know, we're in a long-term bear market, but we're going to have some humongous swings up and down here because that's the way it's set up to do. We also have a situation that we've been waiting for in the Treasury notes and Treasury bonds. The Treasury notes are still lagging a little bit. They haven't quite reached the area that we would like to see them complete, but you know, that's probably getting pretty close. Let's just take a quick look here. All of my the opening is coming out here, and all of my beepers are coming on, so I need to check what the prices are. That's the that was nothing. That was a bad tick, so they've already corrected that. So we're already in the ball game to take a quick look at some of these things. Okay. Someone's asked a question about the gold market. Folks, the gold got to 1229 today. The Fibonacci number, the 61% retracement off that last high at 1247 and a half. That number came in at 1228, so we went $1 higher. We're now a couple dollars lower. I believe that should be it. The silver is still lagging badly. It can't even get out of its own way. And also platinum is also acting badly. Neither one of those are confirming that this is a significant move in gold, but you know, any move above 1233 in the gold, I would have to say that this would be something that you would want to be able to stand aside and wait and see if it's, 1 second please, wait and see if it's going to, you know, maintain that level of 1233. But above 1233, I could not be short the gold market anymore. I don't believe it's going to get there, but in fact, I think that's what we're watching. Someone's asked a question about the S&P and why I think well, let me just post the thing. That would be the easiest thing to do since we've got time in this segment here. Let me get the daily chart up, and you'll be able to see it here, I believe. Hold on 1 second, and I will get this up here so we can see where we are here. And you'll notice we're almost there. Yeah, we came within a point or two. Let's just take a look at this, and we'll. All right, the only way I can get this out here is this way. So give me 1 second, and I will post this just as soon as I find it popped up here on my. There it is, I believe. Nope, that's not it. That's the Dow Jones. See if I can find the other one. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm trying to do two things at once here, and I want to make sure that I'm able to get them done correctly. This is it right here. Here we go. We'll get this up here with the S&P, and we'll show you here. We are... okay, Maria's asking to take a look at the NASDAQ on the 4-hour chart, and you're right, Maria. There's a really big one down there. Let me see if I think I had that one done this morning because I was looking at it. No, that's the Dow Jones one. Just a second. You know, this is we're over a spot here where we should be pretty close to something near the bottom. I'm going to have to repost it, Maria, because I don't have that chart quite ready, but. I thought I did, but I didn't. Just give me, this might be it. Nope, that's not it either. Oh, yeah, we'll have to do it at the break, I guess. No, I got time here. Just give me a second. Since we don't have to hurry through this stuff, we can all chat about things. I wanted to give the euro had a really great move last night, folks. We went 10 pips above that key price at 114.60, and we've already dropped 80 pips. Those of you that were watching that, that's been a pretty nice one. And we'll see where it goes from here. All right, let's move on here. NASDAQ, just a second. That starts with an N. Let's get here. I wanted to share with you a story from when we get back from the break about one of our very, very dear friends. Here we go. Here we're very, very close. There we go. We're almost there, Maria, so just bear with me. We're getting closer and closer. Closer and closer. This really gives you a pretty good idea. Yeah, we're almost at the ABCD. It looks like it go just a tiny bit more to the downside, but let's just post this so everybody can see it. There's an ABCD down here, and it is this is the weakest of all the group, folks, because the FANG stocks and the tech stocks are the ones that are just absolutely there. You know, everybody wanted them 3 weeks ago. Nobody wants them today. So the tree has been shaken. The bullish tree has been shaken. So I think even people that have been super bullish are realizing that this may be something bigger than a regular correction. So that's about what we're looking at here. So we'll wait and see. There's the key level of in the S&P. It was what we said 2650, 2650.75 was a low. Watch the first hour of trading, folks. If at 10:30 in the morning, which is in about an hour and 5 minutes, if we're not going down, you know, if we're not, you know, totally collapsing by that time, there's a halfway decent possibility that this could be the rally day that starts the Thanksgiving, because we are extremely oversold. Even, you know, well, they're talking about Apple, they're talking about Apple. It was trading at 178. I mean, just a few days ago, it was at 212, I believe. So they've damaged some of these things. But again, these are technical pictures that we're looking at. These are not, you know, etched in stone by any way. My goodness, that the natural gas has dropped $2,000, folks, since we've been on the air here in a half an hour. So who knows? 877-927-6648.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary power law vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Okay, we're back, folks, and I posted the chart of Boeing Airlines. We focused this last week in the newsletter because it was making such a really nice retracement with a perfect ABCD structure, and as you can see, we're getting down to the D point. When that D point gets there, folks, pay close attention because Boeing has been a leader, and Gartley said that you want to buy the first ABCD correction in a bull market. And well, we've been in a bull market, but that's going to be one, if it bounces, that'll be one that leads up, in my opinion. It won't be the tech stocks. It will be the picture of a Boeing airline. So let's pay close attention to that. That's something that is very interesting. Now we're hammering the NASDAQ. What we're going to do here, we're going to change protocol a little bit. We're going to watch this together because this is what I do when I'm alone, and we're going to get this NASDAQ up here, and we're going to get that 4-hour chart up so we can quickly look at it. And we're coming down now. We're trading right around the 65, right around 65 even. Okay, now the 1.618 expansion of that move, folks, is 90 handles lower. That would put the Dow Jones probably down about 700 possibly. I don't know if it's going to get there, but there's also a ABCD structure that would set that up to come in at that time. Now, what we're going to be watching, of course, is that magical time called amateur hour, because if in an hour from now at 10:30 we're not any lower than we are now, the odds are that we're probably made some type of a bottom in here. So pay close attention to that. Amazon just broke below key support at 1450. That tells us that we're still, cleaning out the clocks over there in the old forest. Now, we've held up in the S&P. We still haven't gone below the 78% level at 2650. The low has been 2650.75. We're at 2654 right now. So watch those stops. These people are trading stops just like you are, and these algorithmic traders can get in here and cause a great deal of trouble. Let me turn off a couple of alerts that are going on because these are key prices that we've been watching for some time, and we like to watch how they respond to those levels. And we're almost at, let me see, we're almost at a 3-drive pattern in Amazon, folks. We're not too far away from it, actually. Let's see what that 1.27 expansion would be here, because this might be a key. Down a little bit more. If we get Amazon down about another $50, $60, it would be there. But right now, I don't see anything that lights up the clock too much. Main thing that is important, I believe, right now is the fact that S&P has held that 2650 that Marshall pointed. And if it doesn't work, call Marshall. His phone number is 555-5132 up there in Corvallis, Oregon. Or Omaha, wherever it is. Anyway, I know where you live, Marshall. All right, let's go on to one other thing that someone's asked us about, and that is the live hog market. Get back to something that's normal. We posted this chart yesterday about the live hogs, and if you take a look here, you'll be able to see that we should get up to that 62 level. We hit that yesterday in the hogs, so we should get ready for correction here in the hogs. It might be related to the fact that things are going on. One other question that someone asked is, someone's asked about the sugar the sweet. I'll be happy to do that. Sugar still looks bullish to us. If you'll give me 1 second, is about the Chinese tariff stuff. The news coming out of China, folks, I don't believe you can trust anything. I really don't. I really don't believe that. But that's just my that's my 2 cents worth. Let's just give me 1 second here. I'll get this sugar up here if I can find it. Where are you? Here we are. Here's the sugar. I believe if we can get the sugar down to this level here, we'll have a pretty good spot to look at. Folks, of the big banks in the world, the top 5 banks in the world are all Chinese banks, and they don't have the same controls that we have here. So there could be some big problems in that area, and I've always mentioned ever since I've been on the air which has been 10 years, that the big problem is not in the stock market, it's in the credit markets, and that's the ones that you have to pay very, very close attention to. That's the real key. We're going to take a look here at the euro here. I wanted to give you a little heads up on this because the euro went just a little above that area we were looking at. We got up to 1.1472 last night and immediately dropped 100 pips. So that was close enough to tell us that we were holding our own in that. And if we looked at that dollar index that we follow all the time, the dollar index came right down to the exact trend line last night and stopped just as the euro was making that. It was right about just a little below 96 in the dollar index. So that trend channel is still in effect, and so it's held that level. So we'll see what the next which the next one wings. I think that the big one to look at today, folks, if you're not in anything and you want something to do, take a look at the bonds. You know, we're looking at a market that has potential for something pretty nasty to have happen here. And then we've just heard from our good friend, the Wolf Trader, Mr. Shane Smolian over there in sunny Florida. Here's the bonds. As you can see, there's an ABCD and a bear market. And if you don't think that's a bear market, I don't think you've seen many charts before. But if you give me 1 second now, we're going to try to get what Mr. Shane is going to be sending us. And I've got it right here. And I'll get it up here just a second. And he's going to show us what's happening, that the Federal Reserve is not it's not doing the Fed juice stuff as much it was. Let's get this up here so we can take a look at it. I love these charts, Shane. These are really top of the line. You should, my hat's off to you on that. But they've pulled the plug. Now, that doesn't mean they can't come back, but right now that's not what they're looking at. So keep in mind here that we're looking at some interesting things. That's all they are. They're just patterns. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. That's the key level to look at. So far, the crude oil has held the that 61% retracement. We rallied up to 57 and change. We came down and made a 78% retracement today at the 55.80 level. And anything below 55.80, you know, we could easily break through the old 54.50 level, which is the 61% retracement on the long-term weekly charts on crude oil, and that would be extremely bearish. Now, I wanted to share with you a report from a technician that I happen to know, Kathy Lean, and what she was trying to show us is how the Thanksgiving has a tendency to be a turning point within a few days of some major things. And you go back here and take a look at this, you'll see that sometimes, you know, they only work for a day or two, but some of them were pretty significant. So we do believe that Thanksgiving area is going to be very important because we have the full moon coming in the day after. And I believe that we're going to be off here at TFNN the day after Thanksgiving. I'm not absolutely sure of that, but we want to keep this in mind. We're over some really strong cycles. There's no question about that. The $64 question is, are they going to hold here, or are they going to be, yes, Kathy Lean. Yeah, she was one of my students from a long time ago, and when we get back, I will share another story with someone from that era. 877-927-6648.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Will the S&P 500 continue to climb? For bold trades on U.S. large-cap stocks in either direction, trade SPXL, SPUU, or SPXS. Directions Daily S&P 500 Bull and Bear Leveraged ETFs. Direction Leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour, brought to you by Nadex. Next on TFNN.
Okay, we're back, folks. So far, the S&P's held that 78% level. So we'll see whether it's going to hold it or not, but we're certainly due for some type of a bounce in here. Someone's asked a question about some of the strange things that have happened to me. Well, one of the strangest was about 14 years ago. I was invited to go to Europe to make a presentation in front of 4 of the largest traders that the bank had that was trading foreign exchange. And the bank said, would you be willing to trade with these folks for a week? Because none of them have been making any money, and they're very, very big speculators. They were all from the Saudi Arabian countries, Kuwait, Abu Dhabi, and where was the other one? There was another one from oh dear, I can't remember exactly, but they were very, very nice folks. And I said, sure. And I said, so I set it up. I said, well, how am I going to get paid? And they say, well, we'll pay you either on a percentage basis of profits, or we'll give you a flat fee. You have a choice. And I said, what's the flat fee? And the flat fee was $10,000 for 5 days of trading. Well, I said, let's do it on a percentage basis. And so what we were going to do was to trade these 4 gentlemen's accounts. And so I started the day trading the European accounts. There was 7 hours. And then we traded all of the accounts, or all of the trading session for the USA. So we were trading 14 hours a day for basically 4.5 days a week, because when we finished on Friday, when the markets opened on Friday, we were up. I had one of those incredible runs that you dream about, and I did very well. And but what the good part was is that I made a friend of several of those folks. One of them has since passed away. He was killed in an auto accident, but the other 3 I'm still in contact with. One very, very closely, and he came to visit me a few years later, and it was really a lot of fun being with him and everything, because he had a lot of history to tell. But he had spent, after I had talked to him about some of these presentations that I made about the esoteria of the market and some astrology and stuff, he started to delve into it, and he went into it in a big way. I mean, he really went into starting with the works of Pythagoras and how Pythagoras worked with gematria, which was basically about arithmetic, music, and also astrology. Those were the things that he worked on very, very closely. He went into the religious books that have a lot of these numbers in it. It was really amazing. He looked at the Bible, both the 39 books of the Old Testament, the 27 books of the New Testament, the Tohar, the I Ching, the Bhagavad Gita, the Talmud, the Zohar. I mean, he just went through all this stuff, looking at certain numbers, and it was really an amazing thing of what he did to look at history. And he also talked after he's got a presentation that he's put together that I've been able to see a couple times, where he shows how the things in history really changed in 325 AD at the Council of Nicaea, when the Vatican decided to take all the books related to astrology out of the Bible. And of course, they put them in the Bible, in the Vatican vaults, about anywhere from 1 to 12 stories below Vatican City, and they're never to be seen again. Very few people ever get to that area. I've got to the vaults themselves, but no higher than the second floor, which is really not very much at all. In the movie The Da Vinci Code, you'll see Tom Cruise there, but here again, that was just at the lower level of the area. So we want to watch it. And when you watch these movies, be careful of what you think you're seeing, because it's not always true, because movies have a tendency to change direction on folks. So we'll watch what's happening with these markets in just a second. We've held the S&P. We rallied 10 points off the 78% level, so that's going to be a key level. I would not be surprised to see it take out by just a little bit, but we should hold if it's any good in here. It's the only one that's holding well. The Dow's holding relatively well. The Nasdaq's come back a little bit. In fact, it's come back quite a bit. It's jumped about 60 points. So there might be a bottom here today, which is good. And there's always going to be great opportunities. So just hang your hats on them and wait and see. One thing that we do want to watch is Boeing Airlines, folks, because that's the best chart pattern of any of the big stocks in the Dow or any of the stocks that I'm watching, and it's a real active one. So if that Boeing gets to that ABCD structure down in there, just get ready to buy it, regardless what the news is. Just buy it and put a 2% stop on it. That would be around $7 a share, because that is a perfect ABCD. And as you know, we do like ABCD. So that's what we're watching. So we'll pay a little attention to that as we move through. We have a question here about one other commodity, and we will take care of it in just a second, and that is the gold market. And if you'll give me 1 second, I will get it up here. You'll see here that as long as we don't get above the 1233 level, I believe that we're still heading down. We've got lower tops in here. We had a high today right at the 78% level at 12. It was 1229.40. That number came in at 1230. It was within 60 cents. We've since backed off about $4 or $5 from that level, so that looks like that one is pulled in. And the silver just looks like a dying quail. It really doesn't have any help at all. It can't even make a 61% retracement of the previous swing highs that we made in November. That's a very, very negative sign, folks. So that's what it. You know, and the platinum doesn't look any better. I mean, platinum, even though we made a slightly higher high yesterday, all it was doing was making an ABCD level just slightly above the 3A2. So these metals still look, relatively not very good. So that's what it looks like. I wanted to share with you a really interesting chart from Bloomberg, because it shows the tech wreck that we've been watching here, because this is where all these moves coming down, because when the tide rises, the rising tide raises all ships, and a falling tide lowers all ships. And as you can see here, this tech wreck has really been quite nasty. The white one is the NASDAQ, as you can see here, and then you can see Facebook, which has really taken it really badly, and Apple, which has been the darling of everything, has hit it. But you'll notice that the overall NASDAQ is acting far better than the FANG stocks. So the FANG stocks are pulling down the ships. So there's going to be some pretty good buys in some of these other stocks that we need to pay attention to. The main thing that happened this morning that was interesting is we had good earnings supposedly from, well, I didn't think they were that bad, but, you know, we had Target and some of these others, and they just got hammered, you know, 8, 9, 10% right away, and that's what pushed the Dow down, you know, so much. So we got a lot of volatility coming, folks. We've been saying that for quite some time, that volatility is here to stay, and it is here to stay, and we hopefully take advantage of it here in a little bit and watch. But we're through the first 20 minutes of amateur hour, and we'll see what happens here. But watch the first hour of trading. If we're above that 2650 level, we should be okay, but below 2650 in a half an hour would not be a good sign, and we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. Remember, we have Norm, Call It to the Minute. Winsky will be on tomorrow. I'm sure he'll have some good, interesting things to talk about, and hopefully someday we'll have Shame the Wolf Trader come back with us to chat with us about the 10:30 is also the time the Fed does its Fed squeeze, Fed juice. So pay attention. 877-927-6648.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Okay, folks, wanted to mention that NASDAQ is one wild puppy, folks. 60 up, 60 handles up, 60 handles down. So make sure you use stops in these markets, folks, because if you don't, you're going to be sadly surprised. These markets went up from 2009 to 2018, so they could set records, you know, on the downside also. So pay attention to that. Look at crude oil, folks. I mean, crude oil is getting ready to go down and test that. We're only 80 cents away from, in fact, it's dropped $2 a barrel in the last 4.5 hours of trading from 57.60. We're now down to 55.40. And so it's not acting like it wants to have a you know, really good move from the upside here, but it could change at any time, as we know. But it's actually looking very poorly right now, because all we've had is a 3-day rally off of that 61% retracement. We never got any higher than 57.60, so we rallied $3 a barrel. We've now given better than 65% of that back already. So unless it can hold at 55.40, you're going to be looking at crude oil with a 4 handle. That's what it's going to look like the way we watch it from the chart. So keep a close eye on it. Now tomorrow we're going to have, as a Thanksgiving gift, we don't have any turkeys for everybody, but we do have Norm Winsky, and he is certainly one of the what we call one of the premier astrology guys in the business. So he'll be on and give us some of his ideas, and we'll have some pretty good astro things to work on. And I'm still working on Mr. Wolf Trader himself. I hope to get him on one of these days to chat with us. If nothing else, we'll talk to him about his wonderful children, but we'll see if we can get him on. But remember, 10:30 is when the Fed works with their Fed juice, when they start pumping juice into the system. So keep a close eye on that. That's going to be a real interesting one, you know, to pay attention to. We're coming in here to the first half hour of amateur hour, so we got a half hour to go. Keep an eye on those, folks, because it's going to be an interesting whether we're going to have a cascading market or we're going to get some type of a bounce. We're below 2450. That's a bad sign here.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks!